Hi guys, I'm Bethel. So you're a product designer currently working on a website or a mobile app and you are stuck in terms of getting new design concepts to use, right? And after doing a lot of brainstorming, a bright idea came over that, okay, great, I'm going to check Dribbble or Behance or some other design, platform to get different design concept that I can implement. Good for you. I mean, Dribbble has a lot of design concept that you can take and use for your website or your mobile app. But for the case of this demo, I'm just going to pick up a website. So you have two options. Either look for a design inspiration you want here directly, or you pick an existing website that currently exists and you feel, okay, I want to design something similar to this. So the first approach, let's say we find a website we want to use as our inspiration. Yeah, clickup.com, and we like the website. We like to make a similar website like this, but having to design every single component from scratch here, is going to take you a lot of time. So we want an easy way to take this website and then tweak it a bit to have a version that is unique to our brand or the requirement the client gave you. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It's quite easy. The first thing you want to do is to have the HTML to design plugin installed on your browser. If you don't have that, just quickly open your browser tab and search for HTML to design browser extension. You should get this page as one of the first URL, and then you click on it and add to your browser. For me, I've already added this, so I wouldn't do that the second time. And then the website you want to import, you can now download the website. That's one way. We have two ways. You either download the website and then import it in Figma, or you import it directly using the plugin inside Figma. So this downloading it here comes in handy when you're working with websites that are not hosted online, and I'll show you that shortly. And this happens when you're trying to generate the website with AI itself. So for this particular case, I'm not going to download it. Rather, I'll just copy the URL and then open Figma. So let's open Figma. And this is our Figma page. We're going to go for the plugin, open the plugin HTML to design. And I already have it installed. If you don't have, just click on plugin and search for it, HTML to design. And it should be one of the first plugins that's going to show up. So for context, it's HTML to design by DRiot. So you select it and then you enter the URL of the website you're trying to clone. So here we have it, clickup.com. And then we set the viewport. So the viewport is the responsive, the size of the prototype you want to work with. So you can download both the desktop, the tablet, and then the mobile. So let's just pick this and then let's go ahead. Language, yes, English. And let's go ahead to import it into our design. So the HTML to design, check the website, import it just the way it looks like in production, and put it in a very usable format whereby you can edit each component. And the fun fact is that it arranges it in auto layout, so you don't have to restructure the entire layout. So while this is working here, I'm going to show you an alternative way. So in this second example, we're not going to use an existing website. Rather, we'll look for a design we like. So let's say this picture here, we like this design, and as you can see here, this is just an image, so you can't really do much with it. You cannot edit it. Rather, the best you can do is to try imitating it. So we're going to take this, copy this image, and try to replicate it with AI. So in the background, I was able to do something here, something similar to that. I took the screenshot here, as you can see. I took the screenshot of that design and then gave it to Stitch. So kindly go to stitch.withgoogle.com. So if you go to this URL, it's free. You have access to this platform, right? And I'm going to walk you through how I can do it from scratch. But for the time being, I'm just going to walk you through what I just did recently. And then I upload the screenshot and asked it to design a replica of the website in this image, referring to the image I just attached, and it designed it. So if you look at the design here and what AI was able to create, it's not exact, but at least it's similar. A couple of the components there look similar to what we have here. And if you want to import this now to Figma, now if you copy it, you cannot just copy it and install because and import, because the format here is pure HTML. So if you copy it, Ctrl+C, and then we go to Figma. All right, let's add the previous import we are doing. Let me open a new page. Okay, let me go to the first page we have. Okay, it seems I can't do anything now since Figma is currently importing ClickUp website. So we'll just go ahead to try to create a new version of this website from scratch. So let's go to stitch.withgoogle.com. And then let's try to build a new website. So let's go to Dribbble. Let's pick another website design style. So let's try to replicate this cool website. So this is this website. I'm going to copy the image, post it here, and I'm going to click on start a new web design. So it's not going to be app, rather a web design. So I'll ask it design a landing page that looks exactly like the attached screenshot. So that's it. So while the AI is working on it, let's quickly have a look at the imports we are working on in Figma. So yeah, we are done importing, right? As you can see, we've imported ClickUp to Figma canvas here. So we can see we imported the ultra wide desktop, the tablet, and the mobile view, and these are editable. You can edit it, except those components that were imported as images. So you can just edit it as you want. For example, this image here, this illustration here is an image, so you cannot really do much, right? Because it was an imported image directly from ClickUp, so you can edit it, but you have access to other components here to edit. For instance, now you look at this component here, you can edit it as you want, change the color, change the text. You can even take it out to use in a different design entirely. So if you copy this, let me come out here and paste. You can see it here. You can copy and paste. You can edit the details. Anything that basically is text that is not like an image that was imported, you have the freedom to edit it to your choice, to your taste. So that is one way to edit, to import existing websites and configure it or edit it to your taste. Another way basically is to design it with AI. So while we are working on this, let's try and import what we already have here. So let's look at this website created by AI and let us import it. Now, for us to import this, we'll first have to download it because the format rendered here is not the same format as Figma. So let's just try copy. If you copy and you go to Figma and let's say you try to paste, it's going to paste, but it's pasting as an image. So you can see you can't edit this, you can't do anything to it, it's just as an image. But we want to copy and paste in the format that we can edit. So I'll quickly walk you through the process. So let's quickly download this particular mockup. And as you can see it here, it's going to open up as a zip file. So let me just quickly uncompress it and then open it. So it has a HTML file. I'm going to click on the HTML file and it's going to open on my browser like this, just like a regular website. But you see where this HTML to design plugin comes in handy. It comes in handy in a situation whereby the website is not hosted online, but it's hosted locally. So in this case here, you cannot copy this URL. You can't copy this URL and then go to Figma and attempt importing it. It doesn't work that way. So we have to manually download this. So let's use 1440 pixels and download. Let's download this web page quickly. So we are done downloading, as we can see here, and then we'll go to Figma here and run the HTML to design plugin and then import the file we just did. So this is it. Let's import it. And then yes, let's mark use auto layout because we want it to be very well structured for easy design, to make it easy for us to design and update subsequently. So yeah, this is it. We have it here already. Now, at this point, you can now easily go there and make your edits, change the color, change the text, copy components you like and reuse it easily. Initially, when we try to copy and paste from Stitch to Figma, it copied as an image. But when we use this method, you can see that it gives you an editable version that you can reuse to your tastes. So let's go back to what we were designing earlier on with AI. So the AI is currently working on this. I'm going to pause the video and resume once it is done working on the website. It took a few minutes though, but finally we got this. Not the best I was expecting from the AI, but I mean, it's something to start with. But I believe if you really want to use this particular design, it takes more than just a single prompt. You have to likely go generate the the background image, maybe with Midjourney or some other image generation software, and then importing it to Stitch to help the AI, because to generate everything from scratch here, it's kind of maybe outside the scope of what Stitch currently can handle. As you can see here, the design is not really as good as we expected. So yeah, so that's what you can get with AI so far. It helps you get the first drafts rolling, and from the first draft, you can now easily upgrade it to the professional standard you have in mind. So this is what we have here. So a quick recap: you install the HTML to design plugin on your browser. This allows you to convert the website you downloaded. Let's say website you downloaded from any AI builder. He helps you convert it to a format that you can now import in Figma and edit. So whether you are building a website with Google Anti-Gravity or Lovable, or you just code it up yourself, or you clone the website, a project from GitHub, right? This is a very easy way for you to be able to capture the front end and then go and make design changes in Figma, which you can now use Figma Make to now export to production. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful week.